We are here for the grand rededication of the new Arepa City right here in downtown Harrisburg. What a beautiful new space we have. 3 times the location of the old Arepa City, which I know is beloved by so many of our viewers. The ability to seat so many more people, quite a transformation. Beautiful walls, modern artwork, and the same wonderful food as all. One of my favorite places to eat in Harrisburg, and looking forward to trying the food at the new location. We're going to start with a proclamation. In honor of any rededication, I think we need to officially offer a mayoral proclamation. Whereas Arepa City Latin Eatery opened in its new location here at 221 North 2nd Street after 5.5 years at its previous location. And whereas the Arepa City mission statement is to provide each one of its customers a piece of its culinary creation from Chef Daniel Farias, a native of Venezuela. And whereas Arepa City is the result of Chef Daniel Farias and his wife Mildred's journey that started 15 years ago when he met for the first time while on board a cruise ship along the coast of Florida. And whereas Chef Daniel Farias graduated from hotel school in Venezuela, worked at the Mayor Hotels chains under excellent chefs, but his biggest culinary influence comes from his mother. And whereas Chef Daniel Farias moved to the United States in 1995 with little English background and $100 in his pocket to start working as a busboy in his first cruise experience. And whereas Chef Daniel Farias moved to Pennsylvania in 2008 to be the banquet director at the Hershey Lodge, but his passion for cooking and the lack of any Venezuelan restaurant in the area made him realize the great opportunity he had on his hands. And whereas Arepa City opened at its second location on November 12th, 2014 as a result of great success and the embrace of the city of Harrisburg, now, therefore, be it proclaimed that I, Eric Pappenfuss, Mayor of the City of Harrisburg, do hereby this day recognize and honor Arepa City Latin Eatery. And I wish you, Chef Daniel, the greatest success in your new location.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
So let's talk a little bit. Yes, applause.
Thank you.
Let's talk a little bit about the decision to move down the street. Now, you're very close to your old location, but what spurred your desire to expand?
Actually, the need to grow, and I was already falling short in the capacity. My customers were demanding a bigger space, and that's why we found this location. And we turned this location into what it is right now, from an office building to a nice restaurant. That's the reason.
And that's certainly an understatement. And I have tried your culinary delights, and I love it. But we should start with the basics. What is an arepa?
Well, arepa is a staple bread or sandwich from my native Venezuela. It is made of cornmeal, simple water, sugar, and salt. And it is either grill, bake, or fry. We offer 2 of those choices in here, which is grill and fry. So once it's cooked, you cut it open, and you can fill them with whatever your choices.
Tell the viewers some of your favorites. I've had both sweet and savory. It's pretty extraordinary, the different options.
Yeah, actually, this is something that I always drive me, the sweet and the salty, and I combine both of them most of the time. And my favorite is the pabellon, which is a flank steak with the black bean, the grilled, the queso fresco, and the sweet plantain. This is one of the favorites. And actually, I will say this is the #1 seller in the restaurant.
Wow, the #1 seller. That sounds great. Now, when I was here last, I think you were famous for some of your spicy dipping sauces. Is that right?
Oh, yes. We ended up calling the crybaby because the beginning the people want to try it thinking that we didn't know anything about spices, and then they ended up crying pretty much, and then that's why the sauce got the name. And I use the fresh habanero peppers, cilantro, garlic, a little bit of white wine, and oil.
And I want it known that I did not cry. But there are other options, too, if you don't want too spicy. Tell everybody your hours of operation.
We open 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 2 for lunch, and then we reopen at 5 for dinner until 9. But on the weekend, Friday and Saturday, we stay open all the way until 3 in the morning, just to please also the late customers that comes to the clubs in the city.
I see a somewhat familiar face here. I believe I recognize this gentleman, and I believe I've seen you here before, so you must be an expert. What are you thinking about ordering today?
I'm going to order my favorite, which is the Reina Pepiada. And it's the king's version of the chicken salad with avocado. It's very fresh, it's delicious, it's authentic, and it's pretty much what I order all the time.
Oh, that sounds absolutely delicious. What do you like most about coming here to Arepa City?
Honestly, I love the service, and I love just the hospitality. The food goes without saying. The food is delicious, but it's the feeling of being at home and the feeling of having good, fresh, authentic food that is reminiscent of my homeland as well.
And where are you from?
My family's from Colombia, and I'm originally from New Jersey.
And there's no other place around here to get authentic South American cuisine, is there?
The closest place to here is 200 miles in New York City.
Well, there you go. And you mentioned the service. That's one of the nicest things about being here. It's always so friendly and welcoming. You want to talk a little bit about that?
The service? The service is great. It's BYOB, so you can have a lot of fun here with your friends and with the customers. Everybody here is wonderful. The music is always very on point, and we just have a generally good time. It's a good place to bring friends for business meetings. Great place to socialize, and I make it a habit that any friend or family that comes to visit me in Harrisburg has to. The trip is not complete without stopping and eating at Arepa City.
And if you went to the old location, you'll notice when you come here right away, much more spacious, more tables than ever before. The ability for, I think, a private room for functions, an additional large room here with many tables.
3, 2, 1,
Go! And we are officially open. Congratulations to you. And you're officially the first beneficiary of the City of Harrisburg's sash/ribbon, which you can use for all things. So, there you go.